Gravatio est. Enigma crudelitas est.
Welcome, my fellow seekers. Thought I'd show my face a little more often while I'm doing reviews of other people's content. So today I want to debunk a debunker. And this YouTuber's name is Oskar Jungell. And he's going to debunk the UFO over the Dome of the Rock back in 2011. Let's see what he's got.
Hey!
Hey! You look like an intellectually dishonest person, or should I say lazy, because you're going to debunk one of the most famous UFO sightings in 3 minutes and 57 seconds. This should be good.
So I was just shooting some stuff for a guest spot in one of Eseth Originals videos. You know, Eseth, Logic's wife, Eseth. And I thought, hey, why not be really cheap and use some of that debunking materials on my own channel? So
it sounds like you rushed this video because I told Eseth Original of the UFO over Jerusalem when she made a review video of mine. So Eseth thought she could run to her debunking friend to confirm her own bias. Great job, Eseth. Very original.
here we go. So let's take a look at the Jerusalem 2011 video. It's obviously an older incident, but it's one of the more popular UFO videos. So, you know, why not debunk that one? We can do what we want. Oh, and I have a good boy pin on my hat. It was given to me by a mouse.
Am I noticing something here, or is he focusing a little too much on himself instead of showing the video evidence to his audience so they can question it more? Seems a little self-centered.
So the Jerusalem video is shot on 3 different cameras, which is, as far as UFO videos go, that's quite a lot.
Actually, there are 6 videos. Here they are. The first possible video evidence can be found on the YouTube channel Grump Skull. I think most likely he's a secondhand uploader taken from most likely Facebook, and this is kind of the problem with international videos, as most secondhand uploaders don't tend to leave sources. The 2 videos in question are these 2, uploaded on February 5th and February 12th, 2011, close to the original date of January 28th at 1 a.m. according to the YouTube channel Eligael, one of the original eyewitnesses. The proximity of the dates decreases the likelihood that someone skilled in After Effects would try to replicate a viral video. The only good one I could find is by the YouTube channel Enigma Agent, no relations. This video was posted February 7th, which clearly shows some reflection issues he couldn't get right, and even with his intentional lower quality settings he placed it at. And he kind of admits this as well, if you look through the comments and descriptions. Now there does seem to be signs of audio tampering with Grump Skull's 2 videos, and possibly a blend mode change or a filter color was added. It doesn't debunk a video, but just means that the original video may have been tampered with. Another video you left out is the one by Abak01211, posted later on March 5th, 2011. Now this video seems to match a little better with the one that you showed, but you left this video out unless you simply just didn't know about it.
But I could only find 2 in a reasonably high resolution, so we're gonna debunk 2 of them, but you know, that's enough.
No, it's not enough. I'll leave links down below, and Oskar, you should have left a link to the original footage you used, but I understand if you don't want to encourage your viewers.
In the video we can see a light come down from the sky, and then it flashes a couple of times and then it shoots back up. It looks pretty good. It's okay. It's quite believable. Apart from the fact that when the UFO flashes, the entire city lights up, almost like someone just took the footage and raised the contrast and brightness. Which, you know, they obviously did, since it looks pretty much the same.
First of all, it's not the same, and that doesn't debunk the footage. It just means maybe a third-hand uploader took it in Premiere Pro and tried to enhance the contrast, thinking they could enhance the footage. What they're really doing is just simply tampering with the original footage, taking away the context. And maybe the original eyewitness was trying to do this, but I don't think that's what we got here. I think it's simply due to the type of camera being used, not being able to handle the intense exposure in such a short period of time.
Apart from the slight color variation, but you know, that can be explained by either them adding the color, which I guess they could if they had the knowledge to raise the brightness and contrast. But this video has been compressed multiple times. They compressed it when they saved it, it got compressed when it uploaded to YouTube, it got compressed when I downloaded it. So it's also very possible that they amplified information that simply is not, available anymore on the file that I eventually got. So the color difference is, explained.
No, it's not. Actually, compression depends on the type of download software you're using and the number of times it's been downloaded, and if the third-hand uploader had set the settings to the original settings. So long as you keep it to the original settings, the compressions can be minimal, unless they lowered the settings. When I use YouTube Video Downloader, you can barely tell that the video has been compressed. It really depends on the rendering settings when you re-upload a video. So I don't think compression is the issue here. Also, you photoshopping missing data doesn't mean there's missing data. You're simply tampering with the original footage to try to reinforce to your viewers that there's missing data, whatever that means, because even so, like you said, it could be due to some form of compression. Doesn't mean the video is faked. When you download, you're still able to download videos up to 720p. Most likely this video was never above that. So compression would not be much of an issue. One thing you should also consider is the source of light seems to be pointing at them compared to the background, explaining the high exposure on the camera at such a short period of time. The light direction and the flickering intensity also changes. That's something that would require a little bit of effort in After Effects. Also, if you look at the corner of the original footage compared to the raised contrast edit that you made, we see a transitional darkness at the corners, indicating a spherical point source of light. If this was just a color overlay like you used, it would cover the whole viewport. Now sure, you can try to replicate this as Enigma Agent was trying to do, masking the light with feathering. Even as good as the Enigma Agent's video, he didn't get the shape of the original object right, because it's easier to make spheres in After Effects than a warping light, which is actually what we see in the footage. Another detail you missed and did not point out. This may indicate that it's actually not a solid object, contradicting to what most people who are making UFO videos in After Effects think about. They tend to make solid, rigid shapes. This decreases the likelihood that this was made in After Effects because it's going to require more effort. It's only after this event that people started to try to replicate the event. There's another detail to consider. The reflection speed matches the ascent of the UAP. This is a detail that would have to be done in After Effects to replicate, which someone like Enigma Agent did not master, because it takes some skill.
So that angle is garbage. So let's take a look at another one. And, it's pretty much the same. The light comes down and it flashes and oh my ass! What the hell did you do, guys? It's just a really bad mask. And then you just raise the brightness on the sky. Oh my god! Looks awful. It's horrible. Horrible. Bad job.
It was a bad job by you with your painted on green masking blob, playing with your audience's selective attention and changing the contrast to get them to focus on a certain area of the frame. Seems kind of forced. I don't know if you're trying to invoke the idea of a green screen in your audience's mind, or some kind of overlay set to a screen blend mode, but maybe if you had not used a second or third hand upload with a zoom, you might find out there's some missing context. So let me explain. This is the original footage. We clearly see what looks like a columnar conifer tree of some type, so I think you're mistaking the change in darkness for mask instead of a tree due to either you or whoever you got the video from showing a more scaled in video, which lowers the quality and defines three distinct broad hue changes: the tree, the road and retaining wall, and the cityscape. So your argument that there's some kind of mask overlay here does not really fit the situation, and it would actually be very hard to tell if there was a mask. You would not need to mask the whole space around the cityscape, but simply make it as small as you can around the object and set it to some blend mode with keyframes to move it. It actually would be very hard to tell if there was an overlay at all. That is why we don't rely on video evidence alone, but the context of the overall history of the event. Now it could be that this is just clips from some foreign movie, but you would think by now someone would provide evidence of that, and if this was faked, you think by after 7 years that someone would come out proudly state that it's fake in order to make money off of it and to get on the History Channel or something. So time is a factor to determine the authenticity of something, especially if it went viral. And it's very rare for viral videos to be authentic, and that's why this one is so important. There's one more sign you are overlooking, and that is the red orbs in the sky found in 4 of the 6 potential videos. This is an extra detail that you did not address. These red orbs are moving in the same pattern in each of the videos, but at a different angle and brightness and quality, indicating it's not a direct copy. I find it odd that someone would fake this and put in these orbs if most people didn't even notice the red orbs. Fox News didn't notice it when they posted a story about the UFO of Dome Rock. Instead, they posted some anonymous source that had the clip about some woman talking about Alabama, like we see these in Alabama. I mean, Fox News didn't even bother to question that footage. It didn't fit the characteristics of the original footage of the white UFO. But they probably couldn't figure out which one was the real one, because they didn't take the time to research. So this is what complicates the phenomenon, because it seems like someone was actually trying to discredit this event by sending a fake UFO video to Fox News. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the NSA. To this day, the History Channel forgot to even mention about the red orbs. People always forget to watch the end of the videos. So it's a detail we should not dismiss. To conclude, Oskar, I understand. I don't think you're being deceptive to your audience. Ultimately, you just need to do a little more research. I understand you want to be more entertaining to your audience, and it's a short video. But hopefully this video sparks your curiosity to do more research on topics of the supernatural. And there is real video out there, and it's just a matter of figuring out what's real and what's not. And they're hiding out there. These phenomenons are playing a deep psychological hide-and-seek game with us. And that's what gives them power over us. They stay an enigma. So ultimately, you gotta keep seeking those enigmas. This has been Enigma Seeker.
Enigma depravatio est. Enigma.